Welcome, everybody, and happy Friday, happy Venus Day, and happy Moon in Capricorn, which is Saturn ruled, and it's all about structure and, building structure with our routines and stuff and being more grounded and more disciplined, quite honestly. Also, too, today we're going to be talking about the shadow alchemy and how we have healing modalities and things and the tools that we have within us already, for transforming the darkness too, as well, and how we can alchemize that. And also, too, the hidden aspects of what you feel ashamed of and things like that, the deep, dark, hidden shadow parts, right? Our inner wounds, our shadow wounds, and things like that. That is our light, that is our power. And that's how we're going to alchemize all the pain, all the guilt, all the shame. We're going to alchemize that, and we're going to work on it with our root chakra, our solar plexus, and also to our sacral chakra as well. But also, too, we're also going to work with our heart chakra. We're going to open that up a lot more. We're going to tap into our third eye, our crown, too, as well. Okay, but we're also going to integrate about our shadow aspects about ourselves that we are really hesitate to face at these times. And why are we hesitant to face it? Why are you hesitant to face your true north, which is your shadow? Okay, because it is your light. It's your chi, quite honestly. It's your primal force. And the dark cosmic mother is literally a part of you or a part of her, and she's calling us, each and every one of us, back home. Are you going to answer the call? Are you going to answer the call to your heart, to your soul? Because home, she is your home. And she's rising. She's got you. Why are you running from her? Literally, your feminine side is literally running. Your masculine side is running. Why are we running from our own true selves? Right? So if we dive into the shadow aspect of each and every one of us, that we have the shame or we're wearing these masks or feel like, oh my God, if somebody knows, or we're going to literally stay in the depths of the shadows. Or do you want clarity, to bring up more clarity for you? For each and every one of us, for Mother Gaia as well, right? I mean, Dark Moon Lilith, she literally is in Scorpio from here on out till freaking November. Okay. And it's like boot camp, one-on-one with Dark Moon Lilith sitting there. She's our deep, dark, subconscious thoughts that we need to tap into. Once you tap into those, alchemize those things, you open up those quantum fields, because we're quantum, having a human experience. But all these shadow wounds and things like that, right? We're always going to be working on those. We're always going to be alchemizing them. We're always going to be growing. We're always going to be evolving. It's just a part of the journey. It's not about the destination. And it's not a competition either as well. It's about owning your truth, standing raw in your truth, and being okay with it, and honoring it, and processing it, and embracing it. Okay, with that being said, I'm going to introduce my co-host and my beautiful, beautiful soul sister from another Myst and Queen Universal, Love Dragon. Welcome, Queen Universal, Love Dragon. And how are you today on this happy Venus day?
Lafia, Lafia, Lafia. I am blessed. I don't know what else to say about how I'm feeling. I feel like we should just go straight to it. Um, shadow work, shadow work, shadow work, shadow work. Um, for the collective, shadow work right now, out of anything, is very crucial as we speak. Um, Even if you try not to acknowledge your shadow, it will present itself willingly or unwillingly. I'll be transparent. I had to go through this too recently. So, this is why I'm telling you out of experience that this will occur to you. So, you'll have to be in a place of acceptance, be in a place of surrender, Um, being in the place to accept that you probably might be put in a predicament where you're fearful, where you're very uncomfortable. Um, like all hands on deck, boots to the ground type uncomfortable. Um, and you might find yourself unable to have um, the proper assistance that you require or that people are able to give you, because everybody on this planet is going to be going through this, right? With that being said, um, what I had to learn most of all throughout my process is surrender, knowing that I know my worth, and bunkering 10 toes down on it, and having the proper respect for myself, the way I would give proper respect to others, compassion, empathy. I have to walk in the presence that my frequency and not aligns with. I can't dumb down my frequency to appease anybody else. And that's what you're going to have to learn to. We are not, especially if you're a chosen one, you're a light worker. Um, they're also saying there's a lot of us that are not at the forefront doing work, but we're supposed to. Now is the time where you need to take take your role right now. Like everybody's got a piece of the puzzle that we got to play to help elevate the consciousness. We've all got a part to play. We are all going through a certain experience, night of the dark soul, shadow work. We're all going through an experience on this planet as we speak, as a collective, because the consciousness on the planet is excelling on the planet. It is heightening, and it's not going to stop. It ain't stopping for nobody because it needs to happen. So you have to move with the times. It's going to be uncomfortable, but if you move with it as if you're a stream of water, and I got that from my sister, so I'm gonna coin in her little tone, her little statement, because I really like that. But it matches with what I had to do. I had to bunker 10 toes down and actually know that everything that I'm going through, everything that I'm experiencing, the emotional side of it, like me crying, me feeling vulnerable, me feeling like, oh shoot, like I'm actually taking the initiative to do what I'm supposed to do, but all these things are coming to me. And I had to learn through spirit, like it's not happening to me, it's happening for me. It's moving me to a better place, to better people, to a better foundation, to a better soul family that will understand my level of frequency, my heart, my purpose, know who I am internally, and not expect me to do what they perceive me to do because of their perception, and love me unconditionally for the role I chose to play in this little puzzle piece that we trying to collectively leave and be happy and be content with ourselves. We want to be whole. We want to be loved. We want to have abundance, prosperity, right? But it takes time for some people to come out of their shell, to be who they are. I can actually, I'm gonna put myself out there. It took me time to get on their social media platforms. Like I used to be on CH Clubhouse, and then after a while, I'm like, ooh, the vibration on here. People are just acting different. It's just like, I don't feel like everybody in here is authentic. They're not really speaking their truth or moving within that same sequency. So I stopped, knowing all the gifts that I had, knowing all the capabilities and all the lives that I could have touched, all the lives, even though still in my physical life, I was still doing somewhat of work with my gifts, but it wasn't to my heart's content. It wasn't the way I wanted to be. Since I came into this planet, I have been the one that has always said that I want to heal all beings on in all omniverses. That does not only mean humans. That don't only mean animals. It means every being, because I see that I am one with them. And for me to act like that's not what I knew in my heart that I wanted to do was just like a disloyalty to myself and a disloyalty to spirit, my the great mother, complete disloyalty, because she brought me down here to do what I asked her that I wanted to do. That I want to help people. I want to heal them. I want to show them what unconditional love is, because what they think unconditional love is not it. It's not I'ma love you when I feel like. It's not I'ma love you until you don't have no money. It's not I'ma love you because my bank account is running low. It's not I'ma love until my bank account runs low. It's I'ma love you unconditionally, and we're gonna roll together, and we're gonna build together and grow with each other. And I'ma elevate you, and you're gonna elevate me. Come together like butt cheeks and be the SHIT. That's unconditional love. I don't know nothing else. And I'm not subscribing to anything else that anybody else tells me, because I know what unconditional love is to me and only me, right? So we have to accept ourselves where we're at and actually know who we are. Like, you know who you are. If you're here, you know who you are. You know what you're capable of. You know how many people you want to touch. You know what lives you want to heal. You know what you want to do. And don't let nobody take that away from you. Work on that. Fine tune
Mhm.
yourself. Fine tune yourself so you can show and prove. Listen, I did the work. I did the work. See me? You see me here? I'm proof in the pudding. And your work, you doing the work on yourself is not only guidance and confirmation for other people that are going through the same struggle,
Mhm.
but it's also showing you that you can do it, but it's not always going to be the same way. You have to know that we're all our own unique individual self. We have our own individual frequency on our planet. We have our own individual unique gifts. We So you have to find where your placement is. And when you do your shadow work, all of this presents itself to you. It lets you know where you lie. When I first started on my spiritual gifts and really going hard to the paint, I started hearing spirit saying wounded healer, a dream weaver. And I'm like, okay, I subscribe to the dream weaver, but that wounded healer, what is, oh no, I don't want that. But now
Mm.
I'm like, I get why you say that, because I've been wounded from the beginning since I came in. I know all signs of trauma. I've seen all signs of trauma. I lived all signs of trauma. That's why I'm a wounded healer. That's why I'm able to show people and see people's trauma for what it is and accept them where they're at. I can give you your bits and pieces and throw some gems, some tips, some tools, some meditations, some sigils, but I can't do the work for you. But when you do the work, it helps you not only unlock gifts that you trapped unintentionally because of the trauma that you went through, but you also learn your strengths because the trauma that you went through and the lessons that you learned and the things you did to heal yourself from all these wounds, it's a lesson. It's a template for somebody else that's going through it. It's a template for you to teach the people that's in your collective how to do it themselves. And then also let them know if it doesn't work for you, you can also tweak it to what makes you comfortable. Because what makes me eat, sleep, and SHIT don't do it for you. What I'm connected to probably is not what you connected to. I work with dragons, elementals, fairies, ascended masters. I work with a lot of things. I even tap into the little voodoo and the hoodoo and all that stuff. I'm broad based. Everybody has their unique gifts on helping them, their tips, their little woo woo that assist them on this journey. And it's very impungent for us to do this as we speak because the energies on this planet is going to get higher and you're going to go through more things. But if you start the process now, if you take time and bunker down in and go internally and see what you're going through, see what you blocked, what you're trying to alleviate out of your life, see what cycles are repeating itself that keep on following you, see what things that you're hiding from yourselves, what emotions you're not trying to tap into. These are emotions that you need to start tapping into because then it's going to present itself through somebody else. And then you're going to have to go through that lesson a little bit more difficult than which instead of you actually doing the work yourself. So what I'm encouraging y'all to do, what we are encouraging y'all to do is take time to love yourself because doing shadow work is loving on yourself too. Everybody talks about self-love, but shadow work is self-love too. Because loving on yourself and healing yourself makes yourself more better for you to be your most authentic self. And then you can shine as bright as the sun, as bright as the stars, even brighter. And be that beacon of light in your family. Be that beacon of light in your friend circle. Be that beacon of light for other souls that you want to heal. And with that, I yield.
Wow. Talk about very powerful statement, right? Not just that. It's just a very intense times. It's just very intense times, and we need to there's no sugarcoating it, right? And okay, there's so many spiritual communities out there that sugarcoats it, right? Puts this big old price tag on it for thousands and thousands of dollars, okay? When really we have all and everything that we have inside of us, truly, truly we do. We're, okay, we don't need to go to a guru either for all of these things because, you can just see the fake, I'm just going to say it, the fake fuckery that literally is surfacing up and bringing clarity. And when you more dive into your shadow and your shadow wounds and things like that, like my sister was talking about Chiron, the wounded healer, she's really diving into deep about that is because, we go live on TikTok over there. We do have a community building over there. And that is one of her very big passions is literally waking up about the shadow wounding and really waking up about your Chiron wounded healer in every one of our birth charts. And it's about walking that shamanic path. And it's about the past lives that we had and all the wounds that we had that we came in here with. And we're still, what are we harboring for? That happened then. What are you going to do about it now? Okay. You have a chance here right freaking now. What are you going to do? Are you going to run from it? Or are you going to keep wearing these masks and like, oh my God, like, what do I do? Why can't I face myself? And the more that you don't do those things, this is exactly why those cycles keep repeating and repeating and repeating. And you want to know why? Because we didn't change our perspective on some things. And I understand that the universe is throwing things or whatever it is, but the universe, my dears and my loves, are literally neutral. The universe is neutral. She's neutral. Okay. And all this manifestation and these things and this law of attraction bullshit, because that's what I'm going to call it. It's all a lot of that is fake fuckery, and they're putting price tags on those types of things too. I'm just going to wake that up too, because it's true. So when people are not certified in the things that they claim that they are certified in, then where's your hello? And then, other people are getting scammed. Okay. People are getting scammed. They're getting bamboozled. Nobody in their, an intuitive guidance or a real certified is not going to reach out to you and say, hey, and just sell and be a commercial, an infomercial or whatever. And it's very disheartening, because even on professional platforms and things like that, right? It's really, you got to watch out for those types of people that really want to sell themselves and not be themselves, not showing up and not even doing their own shadow work and projecting their wounds and selling it and marketing it to people. Okay. That's exactly what's going on. And it's like, okay, well, this is, spiritual bypassing, codependency, and things like that, right? We all have them. We all have these shadow wounds. Yes, but what are we going to do about them? Are we going to sit here and just sit in our suffering? What are we going to do to get ourselves out of these situations or things? Our diets are very crucial. Not to mention your journaling and just, really diving into, yes, your mother, your father, whatever these wounds are. Okay. They are. You face them. It's okay. Get that support. You're not alone. Even though you feel that you're not alone, you didn't come into this world alone. You have so many beings and guardians, and Cosmic Mother has you. She's always had you. She will always have you, no matter where you're at. Here, in another star system, in another lifetime, when we leave this vessel. So whatever you are saying or whatever is going on in your internal world, absolutely. If you do not face your shadows, if we do not face our shadows, Raven's doing the work. I do it every day. Show up for yourself every single day. We are spiritual, having a human experience, absolutely. But we're supposed to be here to love, dance, play, sing. We are light. We are love. And so many are lost and searching outside of their self for all this love. When am I going to find love? How come I haven't found love? You are love. You're unconditional, pure love of God. And when you will that power and know thyself, honor thyself, trust in thyself, be your own authority. Right? This is Pluto and Aquarius, baby. We are here for the next 20 years. This is time to build your foundation. And it really is. What you do right now, we are literally building, we're on the threshold, building our foundation for the next 20 years. Right? The whole Mother Gaia is waking up to the pure consciousness of who we truly, truly, truly are. And the ones that chose to be activated and awaken at this time, absolutely. We were born ready. Not, are you ready? Raven was born ready. I've been on the front lines the whole time because I know that my brothers and sisters, you got what it takes in there. And God doesn't give you anything that you cannot handle. And it's not rejection. It is literally God's protection, right? And to talk about, my sister right here is a nomad right now, right? Because she chose herself. That Scorpio full moon kicked her out of nowhere, like it literally did. But hey, she mastered that Scorpio moon. She chose herself instead of a narcissist person that was trying to bring her down to their level, right? She chose herself and said, no, I refuse. I don't have to take that. Walked out the door and now look, okay? Out on the road, That's why she's where, that's why we're doing this live, literally live. She's out on the road right now, right? Because we still do that shadow work. She is literally stepping into the unknown. She literally is surrendering all, man. She's like, I ain't got nothing. I'm out here butt naked, mama. Now what? So mama is literally teaching her a lesson. Like cosmic mama is like, hey, girl, I'm going to strip you bare down to this is, rising from the ashes. Okay. Because you couldn't do this no more. Are you going to keep repeating the cycles? That was Saturn. Are you going to keep repeating the cycles? Or are we going to just keep going around these rings? Or are we going to go through them? She chose to go through those rings. Right. And literally it's a week today, 7 days today. It's a week today that she goes, nah, man, I choose me. Now what the fuck? Right? Well, hey, she's learning it every day. She's learning it every day. But hey, she's a warrior. That's why she's out here letting somebody know that, hey, if one person hears her message today, you can walk away. You do not have to be in a situation that is so toxic where you feel that you can't breathe. Or you feel that, oh my God, what's going to happen to me next? Is somebody going to put their hands on me and things like that? Absolutely. There's so many people that's battered and been abused, right? Because of these deep, deep subconscious trauma, of mental trauma that is so deep. So why in the world are we sitting here running from it and hiding from it and not talking about it? Why are people literally shutting the fuck down and being literally crazy right now? And I'm just being really, I'm going to be, because I don't sugarcoat nothing and nor do I gatekeep. Ravens literally had to walk away from people because this is my path. This is what I choose for me. I show up. And I have clients all over the world that is going through so freaking much on so many different levels. Absolutely, we all are. But if we walk through it, honor each other through it, hold each other through it, we all have these shadow wounds that are so many different layers. It's like peeling back an onion. Right? But when you do, you're the lotus of this beautiful, beautiful 10,000 suns. Own it. Own it. And honor it. We're like newborn babies coming out of this cocoon, and you're that butterfly, your metamorphosis right now. And it literally is the shadows of the oracle. We are born with all these natural abilities, all these gifts, right? Each and every one of us are here to shine and rise and let the world know, hey, it's me. Here I am. And there is a room enough for everybody here, and there's a room and space for everybody. And there's more than enough, because Mama Gaia, we wouldn't be here if that was not the case. We have so many star beings here that literally is revealing themselves, showing themselves out in the sky, literally, instead of out there in social media world, whereas, practice your art of discernment, right? What resonates with you. But there's a lot of fake fuckery out here, literally, and it's getting, way more than it used to be. And if it's so overwhelming and things, it's okay to shut your computer down, shut your phone off. I'm going to take time out for me, have those stronger boundaries, show up for you, do that soul journal work, that shadow journal, write it down every day. What if you're mad or you're pissed off? That's okay. Like, it's okay. You're supposed to be. Learn how to process that, though. Don't be projecting all your trauma out to other people. That is not healthy. And no, that is not okay. And it's not okay, for other people to do that as well. It's all literally about building community and literally going to where your heart wants, needs you, or where it's going to lead you to go, or feel that it's going to take you on this whole new journey in this whole new continent or whole new state or wherever. But life's too short. Okay. And now I'm holding yourself back. It's like, am I going to show up? Am I really going to here to do the shadow work? Because we're always going to have the shadow work babies. Okay. We're always going to have it. We're always going to be growing. We're always going to be evolving. There is no, oh, when I heal, okay, then I'll be ready. Well, we're always going to be doing so. There's so many layers to do so. Right? And that is such a beautiful, beautiful thing. It is. When you walk through the shadows of the valley of death, that is your light. And death is rebirth. And we die and go through so many, dark night of the souls. Some of us go through so many that, hey, and the ones that literally are going through so much are the ones that were literally chosen because they have a higher path here to do so. Their mission. And it's about strength and resilience and willpower to never give up on yourself, because God doesn't give up on you. So why would you give up on yourself? Why wouldn't you show up for yourself? Why wouldn't you honor yourself? Why wouldn't you love yourself? And really ask those soul questions. Where do I want to be? Who do I want to be with? Do I really want my ex back? Do you know how many of my clients every single day, and literally my community on TikTok, will my ex come back to me? Is my marriage? All of these things. Do you really want that? Were they there for your good, your bad, the ugly? Did they treat you like a doormat? Okay. No, it's called boundaries and respect and love. Even these, your family or your so-called friends or your co-workers or whatever that is, talking to you or not respecting your boundaries, or, don't even know about what you were going through your life, but all these assumptions, very much so. It's very disheartening, especially in the spiritual community, where I really have pulled back from the spiritual community, right? I have, and guess what? It's not, it's just not. You don't have all that fake fuckery, because so many have a lot of ego with a lot of their, spiritual abilities and things. And then they want to market it. That's where, a lot of people come to Raven behind the scenes that's been scanned and things like that, right? And then I'm like, oh my God, right? We got to use our discernment, because it's rapid like wildfire. So please look up those people. Make sure you've seen these people. Talk to these people. Just because they have this beautiful website or whatever, do you know about their personality and things like that and all these things? Okay, right? But the ones that show themselves, be themselves out here in the real world and things like that, and not hide behind the scenes and say, I can offer you all these things, and say, hey, here, I can offer you all these things, but it's going to cost you $5,000. Did you get your $5,000 worth? Did that life coach really give you all of those things that you signed up for? Because number 3, they really aren't doing their shadow work either, and they are really projecting it out there to so many. Because Raven is going behind the scenes, literally. They come to me, right? And I assist them with the tools that they need to even get out of that fuckery that somebody put them in that makes them feel that they're not worthy, and they need to come back to them over and over and pay more and more and more and more. No. We have sessions, we work on them sessions, we work through that, right? And then, it's your journey, your path. And then I get to, have such gratefulness, and I'm so honored because to watch them grow and evolve and to see them shine like what I have seen their potential before we even said hello, nice to meet you, how can I assist you, right?
Yes.
And really diving into that shamanic work. Like, this is work. Yeah, Raven, I want to do the work. Okay. Right. So the ones that really want to do this work, right? We show up for ourselves. We honor ourselves. We love ourselves. We're going to hold ourselves through whatever this process is. Our bad, our good, our ugly, because that's who we are, because we are human. So why are we hiding from all of these things and not being real and not speaking up to the people that you really love, that you need to trust, that you trust in yourself? Then you'll have people that you can trust around you. That's how this starts. Your frequency, your vibrant, and your things that you put out there into the world, it's all starts with the inside of you. It has nothing to do with outside of that outside, even though so many think that it is, but that is an illusion.
I go. Not only that, like you really got to think of what are you hiding from yourself? Like like what do you think is at the end after you do all this work? Do you think there's more struggle, more hardship? There isn't. There isn't more hardship. There isn't more struggle. There's enlightenment. There's happiness. There's abundance. There's prosperity. There's love for yourself. And that's, thank you, Spirit. There's a lot of people that's looking for love. And then they just sing the song, looking for the love in all the
Love in
wrong
all the wrong
places.
places, right?
Yes, right.
Telepathically,
Why are
I
you
just heard
looking
it.
for love in the wrong
Right? Looking for
places?
love in all the wrong places. Searching
And
for
I
love in
say
all the
that
wrong space. Yeah.
because when you're looking for love in the wrong places, that's when we end up with the ones that want to steal our voice, the ones that want to guilt shame you, body shame you, the narcissists, the low vibrational people that see your light that you don't see yourself, because that's because you don't feel it. Just because you don't see your light, my love. I am here to tell you, them people on the other side, them narcissists, them low vibrational beings, them NPCs, them ops on the other side, they're there. They see your light and they're preying on it. They're praying and they're asking and they're doing all strategic little things to do, tweaks and all that stuff. Even, thank you, Spirit. Thank you. I let me because I missed a little bit. I missed a little bit. And what I missed was that they told me to say is that even the people that are low vibrational, right? They're going through this too. And
Oh,
then what happens
absolutely.
is, because they don't want to do the work, because they're not going to do the work, what ends up happening is everything that they're going through internally is going to be projected towards you. And not only is that going to happen, now these low vibrational beings, right? These low vibrational beings that feed off of that shit, they gonna jump on them, and they gonna jump on them, and then they gonna see your light, and they're going to attack you. And the people that are low vibrational, that are not doing the work, that refuse to do the work now, they're none the wiser. They don't even know what just happened. They don't know what just happened. They will be there 1 second, right, in the
Mhm.
midst of the argument or whatever have you, and then they will blink and it's the end of the argument, and one of y'all are going to either be hurt, somebody's going to be calling 911, something going to happen. And odds ends is y'all both end up fucked up because they didn't do the work and you didn't follow your intuition to leave and go out of dodge for staying there, right?
Mhm.
And it's not their fault. It really isn't their, well, yeah, it is their fault because they're not doing the work, but it's and yeah, it is their fault for letting low vibrational spirits who feed off of these things to jump on them, right? I
Right.
mean, because
It's
because
like it's
it's your
parasitic.
choice.
It's vampires, parasites. You know what I
Yes,
mean? This is a parasitic realm that we live into, and you just gotta shield and ground and nurture and have really strong boundaries. And it's not selfish to love, respect, and honor yourselves, even though that's what we've been taught over all of our lives, right? You're so selfish because you care about yourself more than you care about me. Well, no. Hello, I care about myself. Therefore, we're reflections of each other. That means I care about you too as well. Those
exactly.
type of things. We're mirror reflections of each other, right? And when somebody is literally triggering us, this is literally your shadow work too, because when somebody is triggering the out of you, it's because something inside of you is like you're not wanting to admit that's your shadow in there. It's like, what in the world? I can't. This person just gets on my nerves. What in the world? Because they're literally revealing something to you that you don't want to look inside of yourself, that you can't stand
Exactly.
about your own self. That's what this part of that shadow work is, quite honestly. But yes, yes.
Since you're pulling now, I already pulled while you were talking. Do you want me
Mhm.
to tell my cards?
Absolutely.
And our cards. All right. So yeah, I'm using my favorite deck. This deck has been so helpful to me while I'm going through what I'm going through. It is my favorite David Bowman deck. It is it's so cosmic. So the first card we got, and it's divine timing because it goes with what we say, right?
Hmm.
And this card means to let go of what no longer serves. It is the Six of Swords. Do you see that? Like the
Yes.
boat
Love
is
it.
going in one direction, y'all. And this is his path. His boat is supposed to go this way. But you see what's behind him?
Hmm.
This is his old ego. This is everything that he's got to let go. And now he has to continue going straight. But not only does he have to go straight, he has to tackle these burdens, these these
Hmm.
these traumas. He has to go through it for him to keep on going through his pathway. And you see, the boat's not stopping for nobody. It's not stopping for
Exactly.
nobody. It's not even stopping for the shadow work that he has to do. But at the same time, the boat knows that we must still continue on. We got to keep pushing. There is no stopping. You have to understand, yo, the spiritual work, y'all, it continues. It don't matter where you're at. You're constantly evolving on a constant basis. The work is never done. You're fine tuning yourself, you're polishing yourself over and over. And the more you do the spiritual work, the more things happen for you, the more gifts open up for you. You cannot always stay the same because as we elevate in consciousness, you're elevating in consciousness, and as you're elevating in consciousness, things got to fall away. Remember, we're still having a human experience, y'all. We're still having a human experience. That means the argument yesterday, the annoyance of yesterday, the disagreement, the heartbreak of yesterday, all these things are things we must let go. Just because it's not the same day doesn't mean that that energy is not still in your system if you did not release it. Because, you know, all the trauma that we have is trapped emotions trapped in our body because we did not. Now, once we release these emotions, these traumas, these things that we went through, things become easier. It does not mean that our life does not stop. Life continues, it moves on. The world keeps turning, right? That's when people say the world keeps turning. The world doesn't stop turning for anybody. Your life keeps going. When your life is done is when you're in the coffin and you're returning back to the great mother. And even when you go back to the great mother, you're still doing things on that other side. I'll be proof to tell you that. Hello, walking, you're still doing work over there. And it depends on your level too of consciousness when you get over there, because you might be helping souls cross over, or you might be helping souls stay in their body, or you might be helping souls go through a understanding like, yo, you just died, you're transitioning, here's your family. Like these things that there's constant things happening on all realms. All realms are going through something. There's something happening everywhere. You're learning a lesson from every single realm. So you have to release the old and pick up the new, because you're learning new things. You're learning, getting new perspective, new understandings of things that's happening to other people and to yourself. And that makes you, that elevates you and your spiritual gifts, and help you help other people, because all your experiences count and is your testimony and helps other people. It definitely does. I'm telling you, it really does. It really does. I would not be here had it not been for all the people that I listen to. Brother Panic, Black Magic 363, Rod Hayes, Blue Pill, Red Pill, like all these high conscious people. I've been following them for years. Like I've been like, there's so many people. And if it was not for them taking the initiative and teaching and showing and being transparent, a lot of us in this conscious field, a lot of us doing the spiritual work that we're doing now, we would not exist. We wouldn't be here. That means there would be no type of elevation on this planet. Do you understand that? That means a lot. I just broke that down to you in layman's terms to show you why it's important for you to do your shadow work. All right, next card. The next card is the King of Pentacles. Now, the King of Pentacles is 10 toes down on his path. You see him on his throne? Do you think he has any care of the world, of anything else that's going outside of himself, except for what he has to do, what his mission is? And that's what we have to focus on. Because just like we got to freaking let go of what no longer serves us, we gotta realize that we are on a spiritual journey. Whether you want to believe it or not, sweetheart, if you're on this planet, you're having a spiritual journey. It's up to you to be this King of Pentacles, to be 10 times down in your journey. And then do you see all of this? All of this abundance around him. Look at all of this. Look at this. He's got his throne. He's by himself chilling. Like he don't got no care in the world. And he's anchored down. Do you see that? Anchored down with a string. That means there's nobody gonna knock him off his crown. Nobody's gonna take his crown. Nobody's gonna knock him off his throne. Nobody can steal his throne because he know who he is. This is what you want to be. A person that knows yourself authentically. Know your ins, your outs, your ups, your downs, your weaknesses. My weakness and my strength is I'm emotional. I'm very empathic. I feel everything. I mean everything. I'm so sensitive to energy. It's ridiculous. I'm very, very sensitive, especially not going through the veil of forgetfulness along with everybody else. I'm super, extremely sensitive. I pick up on things before anybody starts speaking on it, right? But that's because I know myself. I know my capability. I know what I'm tapped into. I know what I'm checked into. I know my spirit. I know where I want to be. I know where I'm going to end up, because nobody's going to deter me to heal all beings throughout all omniverses. Whatever soul I'm going to touch, that is what spirit is going to allow, and it's going to allow to happen, because that is what I want. That is my soul mission. I'm 10 toes down in it. Don't care who, I don't care who feels what, who, what, when, why. I don't care. I'm gonna do myself unapologetically, because it contents my spirit. It makes my heart happy. So I had to do the shadow work. I had to accept myself, be myself unapologetically. I had to release what no longer serves, regardless to what that looks like. Because I know my outcome is this. This is my outcome. No stress, no worry. Me 10 toes down with my crown in my throne, and nobody can take it. And then at the end of your result is all this abundance. You see this? Do you see that? It's, you gave so much love and compassion to yourself that you've got abundance everywhere. You're not even on the ground no more. Do you see that? He's not even on the ground. He's floating with spirit in the ethers. Do you see that behind him? Do you see that? Can I move this closer? Look at that. Like all
Beautiful.
that behind him. And that's
Right?
because he did the work. Look, do you see? Look, there's no trauma. There's nothing. Like, he got pentacles everywhere. Look at all that money. Look what he's got. He's got money throughout in the waters. Look at that. All that abundance that's all surrounding him. Everything surrounding him is positive because he did the work. Because we're doing the work. We're taking the initiative. We're doubling down, 10 toes down within ourselves to know ourselves,
Right.
which was so
Owning our
interesting.
shit. Owning our caca,
Yeah,
as Raven would like to say it. Like Raven
for
owning
real,
her
for real.
caca, you know,
And
other people, too as well, wherever they are on their journey
that's why
too.
when
But
I went through what
absolutely.
I went through on Friday, I was able to tell the person, thank you. Like, I appreciate that because I'm a type of spirit that I like to see people through their seasons. I want to see you're good, you're bad, you're ugly. I want to see you throughout all seasons, right? But then also during the situation, I know I can communicate, but I knew that person was unable to. So when it was going on, I realized for me, it was me not allowing somebody to speak down to me after me being in a narcissistic relationship for so many years. And I healed myself from that. I used to stutter real bad, stumble on my words, worse than the tongue twister that I just had a few minutes ago. Like, horrible. I was in this relationship for 5 years. I couldn't eat. It felt like when I was speaking words, something was choking me as I'm trying to speak. That's how bad it got for me. And I left that relationship and took literally 3 years to heal myself, to be vulnerable, to open myself up again. And then when I seen it present itself again, I realized that, okay, his problem is the lack of communication, unable himself to be able to speak his truth around anybody. But also, what his problem is, not allowing anybody to be themselves because you didn't allow yourself to speak your truth. So now you're dumbing down my truth and my light because I can't speak with you unless I'm stupid or I'm retarded or something like that. Oh, I don't want to hear this. This is what I was getting. So I stopped talking. There was really no need for really conversation. I only spoke when I was spoken to, right? And then Spirit was like, oh, you're returning back to the same spot that you just healed yourself from. That was my light bulb. I was like, oh, okay, no, I ain't having this. That was my check and my checkmate. I'm worthy more than this because I do a lot, regardless to what you. I do a lot. You don't know what I do behind scenes. I'm more spiritual than you, but I'm not here to tell you what I'm doing behind scenes. You don't know the gift that I give because I'm not here to tell people what I do. I'm not here for that. I'm here to do what I ask Spirit for me to come down here for. Heal the collective. Unapologetically, regardless if a person hates me or does not like me or they don't believe in my gifts. It's not my position to convince you who I am when I know who I am. And that's another thing we have to learn. There's no need to convince other people who you are when you know who you are. When you know your strengths, your gifts, you know yourself in totality, no need to explain your spirit to nobody because your actions move louder than words. Definitely does. Moves louder than words. Nobody can say anything when your actions speak for itself. A lot of people on this planet are talking a lot of talk, all this woo woo, and they not really walking the walk. They're just spewing words because it sounds good. But when you see people's actions, make sure that that's another thing about discernment. Pay attention to what people are doing because they can tell you anything. Anybody can tell you anything. But are they really doing it? See, I should. That's why me and Raven chose to be transparent with y'all because you're gonna see me show and prove myself who I am. I'm gonna show you that me doing the shadow work is making me better. And how it's going to make me better is because me learning from my experience is going to help me help somebody else that's going through the same experience. Because I'll be able to see it from a different perspective because I was there. And then I can also see it from the outside skirts because I'm not there. See? See the blessing in doing the shadow work? And I yield to my beautiful sister because I know she pulled some cards for y'all too. I love y'all so much. I love you. I love you. I love you.
That was beautiful. Beautiful. Yes, I did pull some cards. I so did. I so did. But this moon is in Capricorn, everybody. So, hey, what a perfect time, right? Talking about Venus Day. And Venus has shadows too, as well. But the moon is in Capricorn. So, it's really big about grounded and being disciplined in our energy and our emotions, right? In our long term goals and practical about them and being structured in our everyday task. And Capricorn energy is Saturn. So it is about our karmic relationships. We are having a karmic life, right? It's just about balancing our karma and turning it into dharma. And with that being said, right? So I pulled the wombat spirit, be at home with ourselves, the number 68. Okay. Just like be at home with ourselves, right? Like be at home with yourself. Our body is our temple. We can't we feel like we want to escape sometimes, right? But hey, we are our own body. We can't escape our body, even though, hey, that old Neptune wants to say, hey, let's do some escapism. Let's do some codependency. No, 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 no. Let's not do that, Poseidon, right? Right? But the other aspects of Poseidon is also too your spiritual journey, tapping into your psyche, your natural born innate abilities as well. That's what this is all about. But also too, embracing your shadows, embracing them because you're already whole. You're already whole and committing yourself to that because we also too, the telepathy card, the telepathy oral deck here, 2 cards popped out. It was commitment. Commitment is an important factor in building a successful relationship. Committing to yourself.
Oh,
Oh gosh,
what
here we
happened?
go. Here we go. Committing to yourself. I got this. Committing to yourself. That's what that means. Commitment to yourself. When you commit to yourself, mind, body, spirit, soul, mentally, physically, emotionally, financially as well, you commit to others as well. You know where your commitments will stand because you're committing to yourself. When you commit to yourself, you're raising up your frequency. You're raising up literally your stratosphere, your frequency, your vibration. When you raise that up, people are going to be, their frequency is raised up. They're going to be vibrating your way. New opportunities, literally, I'm not kidding. New collaborations. Honor yourself. Treat the people you love with respect, and you will find exactly what Raven said. Find your relationships become stronger. Not just, with yourself. Honor, love, what your process is, what it is, your shadow, your light, your yin, your yang, balancing out your right hemisphere, your left hemisphere, and merging it down to the center of Mother Gaia. right? We are that obsidian. We stand in our truth. We are warriors of love here, having a human experience. We are one. Mother Gaia is literally transition. She's really going through her own shadows, right? So much so. Like, in the next year or so, and literally in the next 2 years from now, the world won't even look like it does right now because there's so many shedding. This is the number 9 year, right? The snake, it's the wood snake. It's about releasing, shedding, rebirthing your spirituality, becoming one with yourself, and really coming back home to you, back home to your true north, back home to true whole consciousness as one with source. That's really that all that matters. It literally, literally, truly, 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 truly is. And also, too, bring my beautiful, lovely sister also back as well, right? Because she has some announcements to make as where you can find her, and she has so much to share. Yes, absolutely. Because she, like I said, the shadow work, right? It's never ever. But also too, we're also going to be having another live podcast. Will be coming up in the month of June sometime, about waking up and coming back home to the cosmic mother, and what the journey of that looks like and what it feels like, and the healing modalities, and diving into some deep meditations with that too, with the elementals and the dragons as well, with your dragon guardians, and just really tapping into the cosmic mother energy and diving into her womb, because she is literally calling each and every one of us back home. Now more than ever, she's rising up. And do you hear her call? That's what we came here. We came here because we did hear her call. We're a part of this just as much as she's a part of us. Every heartbeat.
Yes, definitely. We're also going to, we haven't really established the date. It might be Haitian Flag Day. We're not entirely sure for part 2, for Justice for Haiti. But you can actually find me on TikTok. I am now streaming on TikTok. I haven't set up a schedule, um, but it's usually at 4 p.m. that I am on TikTok. But I'm here with y'all today. Um, and my sister is also on TikTok. She's usually on at 11 o'clock. She will be on tonight. Um, but for my TikTok will be all about shadow work. I will be incorporating dragons, elementals. Um, I have a few meditations that I want to also do. I do have some sigils that I will be posting up on my screen while I'll be doing the also Reiki, because I'm going to be incorporating all of this, because it's really important for us to do this shadow work. And sometimes it's difficult and people don't know how to start, where to start. They don't know how to do journal prompts, or exactly anything, how to go about it. Some people don't even know what shadow work is, unfortunately. So I want to assist the collective with that, definitely, especially during these times. Um, and I find it divine timing, because I started doing meditations literally before all of this process happened with me and my sister behind scenes. We were doing meditations, and it to be honest, I think that's what helped me get to the position that I am now, to for me to just be like, hey, listen, you can talk to whoever you want to talk to like that, but me, baby, it's not happening, okay? and and I had to say that unapologetically while thinking them, like, you know, hey, yeah. So I want to help people go through that, because I definitely, even though I'm going through what I'm going through, I can't even tell you how liberated I feel, how uh, free in my skin. I feel because I couldn't do certain spiritual things. I couldn't do spells, and I like doing. I like to add all my elements and add all the elementals and bring them all in, feel all their energies. Because when I do it, you feel it. Like they come on you like, ooh. Right? And I like feeling that, but I can't do that in somebody else's energy and mess up the energy that they already have there. So I had to do my little stuff outside. But now I can do whatever I want unapologetically because I'm here for me, myself, and the collective unapologetically, right? So yeah, just look me up on TikTok. I do have a link tree. It's a little messy right now because I was actually in the process of fixing it that Friday that all this happened. So please bear with me when I'm finally able to sit down and stable. I will be able to do one-on-one sessions, but here's a but now. You can also go on my Instagram. I believe my Instagram will be in the description, or you can hit me up on TikTok in a DM. And if you need a session with me, just send me a DM. Explain to me your situation because I need to know in totality to know
Mm-hmm.
what modalities I'm going to be using for you because I don't want to use energies that's too strong for you. So I need to know where you're at so I can meet you where you at and uplift you. Um, and with that said, I go. There you go. Alafia, Alafia, Alafia. I love y'all, everybody, unconditionally, as always. Please do the work. I know you can do it. We did it. We're both a testimony. I feel like I'm actually touching you through the
I
through
know,
the
right?
um, but we did the work. We did it together. Like
We're
literally,
still doing
I
it.
took,
We're in the
and we're still
trenches.
doing it.
Right. Hey, this is what
And
I signed up. I mean, hey, I'm born ready for this,
and we
right?
riding
And
the
it's
wave.
it's the experiences that really are the lessons, and they really are blessings. And that's your honest, really, just removing people, places, and things for your higher learning, for your higher path, and for your higher knowledge, and for your evolving as well, right? And that's what it part of all that is too. So when you look at it like that, no, it's not easy at all. Heck no, it's not. But it's just part of the process too. It's part of the human experience. You
But
know,
it's always good to have somebody to help you because when somebody,
absolutely,
it's good for the support. So we're here. The
absolutely,
two of us are here. So don't be scared. Don't be bashful. We are here.
absolutely,
This is a
guys.
mission that we signed up for. So
Mhm.
don't think that we're not here to serve. Like we came down here for this. All right.
Right.
So you're not here alone. You're not. You don't have to do it by yourself. You don't. You don't. But a closed mouth, like Granny said, don't get fed. If we don't know what you're going through, then how can we be of service to you? Right? So
Absolutely.
be a service to
Absolutely.
yourself.
That part, right? That part. And also too, like, all of our information will be in the description box below. Literally, even her link tree will be there in the near future when she gets all that sorted out. But literally, her Instagram is there in the description. You can reach out to me as well. All my links are in my bio. Hit like, subscribe, and share to my YouTube channel too, as well. If you would like to be a guest on my podcast, right? My link for an interview with me to be a guest on my podcast is literally in my bio too, as well. And also too, I am collaborating with the lovely Lady Lotus, and we are going to be doing a sensual intelligence workshop coming up June the 13th as well. We will be doing a live podcast and presenting and going and diving more into that and the healing modalities and what we have to share with that. So be looking out for that too, as well. And also too, in July, I will be having look for Also, too, the next, wow, it's 444. Thank you, angels at my door as we speak, right? We're going to wake up money energetics with the lovely, ooh, getting a ring in my ear, the lovely Judith Hope. And we're going to be talking about money energetics. And we're going to be having, literally going to be rolling out a money energetic workshop too as well about money energetics as a frequency. And we are a money energetics. It's a frequency, how we alchemize that money that we are worth, right? We are worth. Okay. And, material things, right? Less is more, and how we alchemize those things too, as well. But also, too, if you want more to see more of Raven and things like that, and more of my lovely sister Lily, catch us live on TikTok. It's fun. We have fun there. We love to wake it up. We're building such a beautiful, strong community. We really have found our tribe and our platform, and we get the love and the support, and we are so appreciated of each and every one of you beautiful souls that reach out to us behind the scenes. Have had clients, some of them have been guests on my podcast too as well, so be looking out to that. It's going to be the rest of an exciting year with a lot of waking up, new guests, new roundtables discussion. We're going to be waking up so many new things, not just to mention, we're going to be sharing a lot of things, waking up more of our starseed, galactic DNA code that we really come here to really alchemize and really stand in our truth, right? It's the Giza pyramids are really activating right now at this time. So much more. So if you're feeling all this extra energy and things, it's that energy that you're really tapping into, and it's spreading out to the stratosphere, to all of our galactic cosmic familia at this time for our ascension. We're not the only ones ascending here. Mother Gaia is ascending, and so is all the omniverses, as well as far as other binary star systems and interstellar galactic stargates and such. So is there anything that you'd like to say to the lovely audience before we close?
No, I want y'all to keep up the good work. Do what y'all have to. I know y'all got this. I know y'all can do this. If nobody has told y'all, y'all are worthy. All right? Y'all worthy. And y'all have so much light inside of y'all. If nobody has told y'all, and we know that y'all have the light. We know y'all have the light because y'all here. So please shine your light. Be as bright as you can be. Be unapologetic about it. If it makes some people comfortable, it's supposed to. Sometimes you gotta ruffle a couple of feathers to get shit done. You heard?
That
Sometimes you
part,
just gotta
right?
do it. Sometimes you
That
just
part.
gotta do it. Sometimes you gotta shine your brightest to ruffle a couple of feathers. Because sometimes them feathers, when they feathers get ruffled, right? Sometimes there is a light at the end of the tunnel. Sometimes you ruffling your feathers gets rid of that person, and then your blessings right around the corner. So do it. Do it. I
Right?
promise you. There is so much that's at the end of doing all the work that you can possibly do to heal yourself right now. And you're going to be so happy at the end. I promise you, you will. You will be happy. You will have inner peace. Do you understand what the inner peace is? Inner peace. Hey, you ain't got to worry about nothing. I ain't got to worry about nothing. Got to worry about nothing.
That's right. Mama's already got it taken care of. Cosmic Mommy's already got it taken care of. She literally does. She literally does. That's the peace. That's the love. That's owning your truth and standing as one in it. And with that, everybody, we're going to end for now. And love us stay and namaste, everyone. We love you so very, very much. Until next time, everybody. Bye-bye for now, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Namaste. Namaste.